Super Wildcard for the 2022-2023 NFL season sim just wrapped up. So let's take a look at your 6 matchups spanning across 3 different days. We start with the Saturday games. The 49ers beat the Giants only by 3 points in a very defensive game, which went back and forth. The Giants proving that they deserved a wildcard spot. Daniel Jones, 297, 1 TD, 3 interceptions though. Brightwell, the running back, Matt Breida, injured his wrist on practice on Wednesday. For the 49ers, Brock Purdy had 3 turnovers in this game. Daniel Jones had 4, but the main issue, George Kittle's questionable for next week. Christian McCaffrey also had a big day for the 49ers. The Bengals, they beat the Jaguars 30-10 in Duval as Jacksonville. Both times they went to the playoffs, they've lost by 20 or more. Their last time was against the Raiders in 2017. Lawrence, 211, a TD and a pick. Zay Jones was the main guy for Jacksonville. ETN can never really get going. Joe Burrow, 284, 3 TDs. Jamar Chase with a great game, as Cincinnati will move on and face the highest remaining seed only if Miami and the Chargers lose, which the Chargers did lose, 17-3. The lowest amount of points put up in a playoff game in sim history. Baltimore with the win, and they'll host the highest remaining seed left in the divisional. Herbert, 251 and a pick. Eckler can never really get going on the ground. Williams with 92 receiving yards. For Lamar Jackson, it was a one-man show. 230 through the air, 34 on the ground with a TD. Rashad Bateman had a long touchdown as Baltimore snags up a massive victory to get a home game in the divisional. Overtime in Minnesota, where the Vikings win at 33-27 over their rivals in the Packers, and they'll move on to play San Francisco. Rodgers, 311, 2 TDs, led a comeback drive to tie it up and force overtime with a field goal. Christian Watson, a great day. Kirk Cousins, 370 yards, 3 TDs, a monster day by the Vikings. Justin Jefferson went off. Cook with the game-winning touchdown in overtime to steal the Vikings' fate. They beat Green Bay in overtime. Buffalo, they played Miami for the 3rd time in 4 weeks, as the Broncos game never really got completely done, but it still counts. As a Tua Tagovailoa, 354, a TD, but had 2 picks. Both of them were pick sixes for the Bills. Josh Allen, the previous lowest passing yards he had against the Dolphins was 219, just 168. Buffalo, they ran the ball most of the night, and their defense did exactly the job they needed. They win this one by 1 point. And then finally, the Monday night game, the Cowboys beat the Bucs 25-17. They win by 8. 4 of the 6 wildcard games were one-possession games. Prescott, 287, 2 TDs, even with the ankle he suffered in Week 18. Tom Brady, 249, 2 TDs. Mike Evans with both those TDs. But the question is whether or not he'll stay a Buccaneer for the next season. But for now, Dallas will go to Philadelphia to play the Eagles in the divisional round. This is ASC signing off.